we're back. Right. And we're back today with one from the Spice Ninja himself, Mr. Lee Farina.
Yes.
Of Badger's Artisan Foods. There we go.
I think I was describing one of Lee's products the other day and said there was something witchcraft with it, and he said, no, it's Badgercraft. I'm going to go with that.
Okay, now I identify with the badger with my kind of grey and it's an age thing. And I was looking on the website and I wouldn't sort of, wow, he's got a couple of new products out. And I think the nuts, wasn't it?
Yes, I'm on my second round of all 4 types of the nuts, which incidentally are extraordinarily good. They probably won't get reviewed because once they're open,
they don't last.
No.
No. I mean, it's a big bag, but it still doesn't last.
It still doesn't last. No.
Food Hoover. And this particular one was the Caramelised onion and chocolate habanero relish.
Oh, we like habanero, don't we?
I like habanero. Your experience of chocolate habaneros has not been good.
No, it's chocolate scorpions.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was a chocolate scorpion.
Oh, right.
That wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a look and see what's in this. We have white onion, white wine vinegar, soft light brown sugar, chocolate habanero chilies, olive oil, toasted cumin seeds, and salt.
Now that's an interesting little twist, having the cumin in there. That could make quite an interesting flavour. Now, the thing with chocolate pods is that they have a tendency to be a little more bitter. However, when you're thinking about something that's like a caramelised onion relish, that tends to be a little bit sweeter naturally anyway. So I think there should be enough there to kind of balance out that. Plus also the chocolate pod is going to give it that really dark, rich colour that it's got, isn't it?
So, yeah, have a look. There, you can see lots of goodies going on in there.
There's lots of little bits of chocolate hab floating around in there, isn't there?
So, give it an open.
Wow. Oh yeah. The caramelised onion.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of the slight sort of vinegary smell comes through. But then it's that hint of cumin. And that's just going to add something different. Yeah, you can much more clearly see the little bits of chilli kicking about in there. So I don't think it's going to be shy. Even though it's deemed as being mild, this, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
mild
like
to
a
medium.
2 out of 10 is
So
what Lee gives.
Spoonful. But yeah, there's lots of bits. Oh, the cumin is so much more pronounced when you get it out of the jar.
See there? Whoa. Ha ha. We got a dangler.
Yeah, have a smell. Cumin really comes through, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So much more.
Right.
Get it down. Get the sweetness of the onions, the cumin, and then that heat kicks in. And that is surprisingly warmer than I was expecting it to be. It's actually quite a bit. That proper builds. It's a proper had sting I'm getting. It's actually making my eyes water a tiny little bit. But they can be a bit more fierce, can't they? The chocolate pods as well.
They tend to be more instant. You don't tend to get a build with them. They
just like
they happen.
And that's exactly what that's done with the sting of the habanero. That's interesting.
You get the onion, the sugar, you know, it's caramelised onion as well, so very nice, sweet beginning to the experience. Then you start to get like the cumin coming in, then the heat starts. Now,
I can hear the cogs turning. So I would use it in the same way as I would
well, any onion relish.
onion
really.
relish.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is quite spicy. So I don't know whether that is the pod. It doesn't give us a percentage of chili in there, but there was, you know, obviously quite a bit.
Yeah, there's enough that you can see it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's probably, I don't know, maybe 3-4%, maybe a little bit higher, but that's warm.
Really, really very tasty, but not one that I would put in front of somebody who's not used to a bit of heat.
Yeah, you need to be living the chilli life.
Yeah. Cool. Even got my hand running.
Before you could comfortably just leave that out, because that's warm enough to catch somebody by surprise if they just thought it was onion relish. I'm going to disagree with his, and this doesn't happen very often. In fact, I think this is the first time for a Artisan product. Obviously for mainstream ones we do this all the time. But I'm going to disagree with your rating, Lee. I think that's more of a 2, maybe a 3.
I'd be inclined to agree with you. Great, absolutely great flavour. You know, I love it.
It's fantastically tasty, but it's a lot warmer than a 1 out of 5 chilies.
I wonder how different that would be, maybe using, you know, a different type of hab rather than the chocolate hab.
Just like a standard.
Yeah, whether that would be a little bit more mild, or whether it's the percentage in that, because I think it's a really, really good product. Could it be brought down a notch and not lose anything other than a bit of heat? Do you know what?
There's 2 options in there. You either put the heat rating up and just say it's a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
And just leave it as it is, or knock back the habanero a little bit in the recipe and maybe bring it down.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the use of a chocolate pod is the wrong thing to do, because it actually, you know, the pod itself.
I'm not getting any bitterness or anything.
No,
so
nothing like that at all.
So that's fine.
It may be that just using the chocolate pod, it just might need to be a little tiny bit less.
Yeah, just use slightly less chili.
Yeah.
If you're aiming it at a 1 out of 5, just reduce the amount of chili in there. If you're happy with the product as it is, then just knock up the heat rating a little bit. Because if I went and bought a product, I mean, Lee does tasting on his stand anyway, when he can. He can't at the moment, but and you would try it before you bought it, so you would know what you were buying there. If this was on a shelf and rated at 1 out of 5, and I wasn't a particularly into chili person, then I might go, oh, it's only mild, I'll be fine with that, and bring it home, and then put it on my sandwich or try a bit, and then go, wow.
Yeah. But that aside, flavour is amazing. You know, I will be slapping it on my cheese board, it will be in my sandwiches, it will be with toasties. We've used onion relishes to do sort of like in homemade sausage rolls before, and that could be interesting, having a little layer of that in a sausage roll. I'd be interested to give that a go, and I think the cumin touch in there, that's a really, really nice little twist on it.
Yeah,
because it kind of takes it away just from being that standard, you know, it's not a wine-based chutney, it's not just purely sugar-based, there's an extra little spice in there which gives it a different depth of flavour as well.
Quality of the product is really good.
It's cracking.
I just think add a couple of chilies on the heat rating, or knock back the habanero a little bit if you're aiming for one, and it would be exactly what it says.
Yep.
You know, for those of us that like chili, get some.
Get it.
Really good. Really, really good. Heat wise for you?
I'm going to put it at a 2 to 3 for me.
Yeah, I would say probably a 3 for me. It's warm.
It is very tasty.
Very, very good, but slightly warmer, I think, than maybe was aimed.
Possibly.
Maybe it was just those particular pods. Maybe they were particularly fierce. Who knows?
Chocolate pods, a bit unpredictable.
So, badgesartisanfoods.co.uk is where you need to go and get yours. Thoroughly recommended, but probably not one for the kids.
No.
Really good. But I think that's enough from us for
It
now.
is indeed.
So, thank you ever so much for watching.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Take care.
And we'll see you in the next one.